Welcome to the PrivacyCompass.ca. Here on the homepage, teachers and users, which can be parents and students as well, can find information about how to use the compass, and they can walk through here and see how to navigate through the rest of the website. Going on from the home, there's the compass, and you have an alphabetical list, a tool comparison, and a database submission. Right now, if people want to create their own forms and submit them to be added to this, they can, and they do that through the database submission. And if you click on it, you can see that there is a template to use just to make sure that all of the resources in this collection are as similar as possible to make it easier for all the users. From the compass, there's also the tool comparison, and right now this tool comparison chart is a very static chart. It's you can just look at it, all of the resources that are here at once. There's no dynamic part of this. So in future, I would like to have it so that you can click on just the tools you want to use or want to view and see them side by side. But that would include having somebody with a little bit more database knowledge than I have. And the compass, the main part of this is the alphabetical list. So when a user comes onto here, say for Canvas for example, the teacher can download the documents as a Word document or a PDF. The Word document is more for people living outside of Canada, or even more specifically BC. So if any of the legislation is worded differently or says something different, they can download the teacher documents as a Word file and adjust it to make any changes necessary to make it fit for what they're using. So they're not recreating the wheel, but they're just starting with something that's already in place and has been used by other teachers. And again, the same for parent documents. And then there's a consent form. And if teachers want to, they can download all of the documents all at once. And for some tools such as Edmodo, there's also lesson ideas. So if a teacher comes across a tool that they might want to use because they've seen in the comparison chart it would work for the age group and the courses they're trying to use a Web 2.0 tool for, but they're not quite sure how to get started, this is where the lesson ideas would come in handy to help them kind of have a starting point for a tool that may be new to them. Moving on from there, there's additional resources. If you click on e-safety, you're going to find an incident response chart. So this would be something that people can download and fill in, and it just informs teachers and administrators and anybody working with students in the Web 2.0 world to know what to do in case of an incident, and it gives a very good understanding of what steps need to be taken. There's also a form to fill out so that they can track anything that's happened. There's some more documents as you can see below. There's also legislation. So right now this is PIPA, which is the Personal Information and Protection Act of BC. There's FIPA, which is the Freedom of Information and Protection Privacy Act of BC. There's the OIPC Commissioner paper from BC, and FISA BC, which is the independent schools in BC. Right now, as you can see, all of this has BC, but my hope is to expand this to contain other information such as COIPA and PAPITA. There's further reading, so there's some links to my work and relevant work. Some appendixes are mentioned, so you can see what those mean here. And for some of the teachers or parents who aren't sure about Web 2.0, they can see what the difference between Web 1.0, 2.0, and 3.0 are. There's a link to my master's work in case anybody would like to read about why I did what I did. And finally, there's the bio about me and a contact page for me. So that's a quick overview of the Privacy Compass. My thought is this layout makes it as user-friendly as possible, and as I've stated before, there are additional functionalities that are going to become present in the coming months. It's just at a point right now where the funding needs to be available to bring other people on board who have um, the skills and the knowledge to do the technology pieces that are a little bit too far for me to understand. Thanks for taking the time to watch this.